Hi, my name is Ria Mae, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Ria Mae. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, hot.
Hot. It's
Yeah.
very hot today here at CBC Music Fest. So I want to kick things off by diving right into this new album you have coming out.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just tell me a little bit about some of the highlights you had putting this whole thing together.
Well, I think the big highlight was I've always been a really big fan of Classified, and I reached out to him just to do one song, hoping it would go well, because I've always wanted to work with him.
Yeah.
And it went really well, and then I ended up doing the entire album with him.
Yeah, he produced the whole thing.
He produced the whole thing, and he actually raps on one of the songs, and I'm really excited.
What was it like when you got that yes from him?
He took a few days, some people don't email back right away,
Yeah.
and I just thought all the worst things. But yeah, it was great. My email to him was very long, and his email was just yeah, sure. But it was great. It was a great day.
I'll do it. And the front cover of the album, it's an
Yeah.
adorable photograph of you. How old were you when that was taken?
I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks like a little boy. Like people to see the vinyl, why'd you put a little boy on your album? But it's funny because I have the same haircut and the same sense of style that I've had my whole life. So I thought it was hilarious.
Why did you decide to use that photo? Was that the reason, a representation of yourself from a while ago, I guess?
Sort of. I think, what, honestly, it was more so I saw that photo in my family photos, and it looked like an album cover. We didn't do anything to it. There's a balloon in it.
That's just how it is?
That's just how it is. So
Wow.
I thought it was so funny, and I always wanted to use it for something. And it's also my first album on a major label, and, first radio play and all that stuff. So I just wanted to start fresh, and I just thought, I don't know, kid picture.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Just speaking of radio play, Close Off, it's been doing fantastic. People
Yeah.
just seem to be loving this single, so congrats on that.
Thank you. I definitely did not expect. I hoped it would do well, but I didn't expect, how well it did. So lucky, yeah.
Well, I know the song was inspired by the sexy nightlife of Montreal.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. What was the initial, did you see something that sparked that idea? Were you walking around?
Yeah, I was in Halifax for a while, and I think it was maybe, I don't know if the winter was just ending, I hadn't been out in a while, and I went to Montreal and just went out by myself every night. And it wasn't so much anything that happened to me or someone I saw, but just the way people are flirty with each other, and it's just different from a smaller town. And yeah, I wrote it really quickly, in the middle of the night. It took me an hour, which is hilarious, but yeah, I'm thankful for it.
Wow. And when it comes to your nights off, how do you enjoy spending them?
I think not as exciting as my songs sound. I like maybe a glass of wine and just doing nothing or playing my guitar. Nothing or guitaring.
Just
They're
relaxing.
my two favorite things. Yeah.
I know you posted a photograph the other day, and it was a field with a goat, and you said that you were songwriting.
Yes.
Where was that? It looked like a beautiful place to write.
I can't tell you. No, yeah, I was just actually at a retreat, a song. Sometimes a bunch of songwriters will get together from different countries and just try to write songs together. And we just happened to be at this place with just this one goat that was staring at us. It was a sheep. It was a sheep.
It was a sheep.
It was a sheep staring at us all day, but it was very inspiring. Yeah, very different from the sexy Montreal vibe, but we'll see if something comes out of it.
Funny, I was staring at that photograph, and I even asked a couple people, is that a sheep or a goat? I'm I'm going to go with goat.
Yeah,
Which
it was
one I went with sheep now?
It was sheep, yeah.
I love the fact that the album's not even out yet, and it seems like you're just writing every single day. Is that the case? Or are you just...
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm someone that is I am sort of, I don't want to say I'm super introverted, but I'm definitely not someone who's always wanted to be a performer. I've always wanted to be able to write, so that's my favorite thing. So for me, it's I do all this stuff. It's amazing to have all these opportunities, but at the end of the day, it's just so that I can pay my rent and just be a writer. So yeah, I'm always writing, not for any album or any purpose, just because it's fun. I like the process. Yeah.
I know you're a fan of a lot of pop music, everything from Rihanna to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Who are some artists that you're really digging as of right now?
That song, that Dangerous Woman song, Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. I like Drake stuff, of course. I like it all. I just love pop radio. I used to be very closeted about that, but yeah, I just love it. I love great writing. It's inspiring to be oh, maybe I could write something that great someday.
What did you listen to when you were younger? Because you mentioned how you before wouldn't really get into pop.
Yeah, I think I just was influenced by my parents' music. So they liked the Beatles and Van Morrison and Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman was big for me because she was the first time I heard a woman with a low voice.
Yeah.
I was oh, that sounds dope. I was kind of embarrassed that I had a lower voice. And then I started. Everyone loves Tracy Chapman. She has this everlasting cool thing. Everyone thinks she's wicked. So that was a big thing for me to be like, okay, let's try to sing lower instead of being horrible at singing high, you know?
When you aren't focusing on music, I know you mentioned you like writing a lot, but when you
Yeah.
aren't writing, what takes up your time?
Oh, geez, I'm so boring. Honestly, it's just writing. I like drinking wine. I like running, and that's kind of it. Like, my life is actually super focused right now and kind of boring. Like, people, it's funny because people see on Instagram doing all these things, but it honestly is just like go, 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 and then
Yeah.
write. Kind of boring.
And just to wrap things up today, anything you want to say to all of your fans who will be viewing our interview?
Just thank you for supporting me. It means so much that I get to do this, and it's not lost on me that I'm very lucky. Thank you.
Just thank you for your time today.
Yes, thank you again.
My pleasure. And remember, to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogya.com for exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite artists. See you next time.